Hi, welcome back to Focus on Arts. I'm your host, Patrick Van Slyke, and again, we're talking with my neighbor, Phil Hogan, who does this unique and beautiful art form that I still don't know the name of, Phil. One more time.
It's called suiseki, Japanese word meaning viewing stones.
Okay. And how did you actually, this is unique. I haven't seen anything like this. How did you stumble upon this?
Well, actually, my wife was at the Huntington Library about 3 years ago, the week between Christmas and New Year's. Every year, our club places an exhibit in the Huntington Library of this art form.
Oh, wow.
And my wife is a school teacher, and she teaches with two friends that she happened to be at the Huntington Library that day, just walking around. And one of the teachers wanted to go into the gift shop to buy a book or something.
Okay.
And the room that this display was part of was ongoing right then, and Kathy, my wife, just happened to walk into the exhibit while her friend was in the gift store. And she ended up meeting Al, the man that taught me how to do this, and a number of the docents that were there for the exhibit. And she started asking questions because she saw the bases, and she said, "Boy, that looks like wood." And she asked, she got directed to Al, who taught me how to do this, and had a conversation with him and took his card. And I called him, and as it turns out, he had a class at his house each Thursday, or most Thursdays. So the next Thursday that he had a class, I went down to his house in Irvine, and that was in January, almost 3 years ago. I've been down there almost at least once a week ever since.
Wow.
Many times, 2 and 3 times a week.
That is really great. Because you work a lot with wood as it is.
Do, yes.
And so that's probably why Kathy, your wife, invited you.
Exactly.
Yeah, so that is great. Now, let me ask you, these are obvious, you know, you put a lot of time and effort into them, the finding of the rocks, and then the deciding of the viewing angles, and then the building of the bases. I assume that we can't go out and buy one of these for $10.
No. The base for this, even though these are all my stones, if these were for customers, the base for this would probably be about $300, maybe $325. And if it was walnut, it would probably be closer to $550.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, maybe even a little bit more than that.
And that's just for the base?
That's just for the base.
Okay, so if somebody came to you and just said, I want to buy this, and let's say it was something you were willing to let go, you know, if you were selling, what would something like this go for? I mean, because this is...
The stone with the base?
Yeah, it's just unique. It's just one of the most beautiful things I've ever seen.
Yeah, again, you would get a wide, varied discussion from people in the art form as to what it would be worth. But as far as to me, from what I have seen prices go for, I would say this stone would be worth very close to $1,000.
Wow.
And then the base to make it. If I was to remake it, because I made this early on, I would make it a little bit more elaborately with feet very similar to those.
Oh, I see.
This is a very simple method of making a base, because you see the feet are rather, you know, nowhere near as involved and intricate as these are.
Yeah.
So if I would, at some point, I would remake it out of walnut.
Okay.
And with more elaborate feet for it. But the stone, this was named by somebody in our club after looking at it. He called it Hobbit Mountain. Oh. And you can picture the hobbits walking up this ledge here, and these are clouds. Oh. You know, the white things are clouds in front of the mountain behind.
That is so beautiful. That is really...
The color is just amazing, all the lines
fabulous
and stuff.
Yeah, it is amazing. Well, listen, Phil, I'm sure that a lot of our viewers are going to be interested in this. Now, do you personally have a website, or...?
No, I don't.
But does a club?
Oh, sure, yeah. Okay. The name of our club is Aiseki Kai. It's, I should probably spell it for you. It's A-I-S-E-K-I K-A-I.
Okay.
Two words, Aiseki Kai.
Okay.
And we meet over in Gardena on the 4th Wednesday of each month at 7:30 to about 9:30.
Oh.
And we have somebody make a different presentation almost every month.
Oh, great.
And then we have fundraisers at the end of the year. But then the main thing about the club is that we are given space for a full week at the Huntington Library for the whole club to display the finer pieces of art form that they have.
Oh, that's
And
incredible.
all 3 of these pieces have been in the Huntington Library over the last few years.
And when is that at the Huntington
The week
Library?
between Christmas and New Year's every year.
Okay.
And
so
it will be there again this year too.
You know what would be interesting, if it would be possible, maybe we could bring a camera and you could sort of give us a tour. I don't know
Sure.
if the Huntington Library would allow us, but that's something we could certainly look into.
I think they would do that. I don't think we've had people come and in fact, as the show gets started, we do have a professional photographer come in and spend an entire day photographing each one of these stones, and then they're placed in a magazine.
Okay.
This particular stone has actually been in a magazine in Japan. I have a copy of it. It's all in Japanese, so I can't read it, but there's a beautiful professional photograph of this stone.
Wow.
This is called an Indian blanket stone. It's found in the Southwest desert. And a very desirable stone for many people, especially American viewing stones.
Okay.
This is much more the Japanese style right here.
I see.
And this meets much more of the Suiseki criteria for stones. This is an Eel River stone found in Northern California, and it's just obviously had the rivers running over this stone for millions of years, making it smooth like that with no chips. This is a very, very desirable stone for people. This would probably be in the $2,000 range.
Oh my gosh, that is incredible. Listen, is the club open to anybody who might want to come?
Anybody that's interested in or thinks they might be interested in this art form, they're absolutely welcome.
Okay, then what I'm going to do...
It's an expensive club to join, though. It costs $10 a year.
Oh, well, you save that until the end.
It's a little
now you hook everybody, and now they're going to be into you for $10. Okay, well, that's great. Well, Phil, thank you so much for introducing this to us. What I'm going to do is I'll put the website onto the YouTube so that if people want to contact the club, that they can.
Great.
And then you and I can talk more at the end of the year and see if we can't set something up for your viewing at the Huntington.
Fantastic.
Okay? All right. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you, Patrick.
All right. And thank everybody for watching and enjoying this show with me. I hope you had as much fun as I did with Phil Hogan and learning about this unique art form. That's all we have for today. Please check back with us next time, and we'll have more beautiful art for you to check out. Thanks so much.